Welcome to my new camera. Did you notice things are so much sharper and lifelike? I feel like I'm right here with you. I recently upgraded to a new camera and lens, and I'm so excited to be bringing you guys some higher quality videos. So today I want to talk about my skincare routine. I want to talk about how my morning and nighttime routines differ, or in fact, how they really don't change all that much. I really believe in consistent skincare. Number one, if you're always changing your products around, how are you going to tell if they're actually giving you benefits? And number two, I think it is a good idea to kind of stick with the same thing so that you don't overwhelm your skin with new stuff all the time. So give this video a big thumbs up, and we're going to get started with that morning routine. So first up in the morning, I like to wash my face with just water and a washcloth. I don't use cleanser. My skin is sensitive and I'm always focused on barrier care. Cleanser can be a really harsh process for your skin, and you really don't need it from morning until night. You're not really exposed to too much dirt or bacteria, so just a cleanse with water will do. I like to add in the washcloth because that can really help break up any sort of like skincare buildup that you might have had, and it gives a very, very light exfoliation process. Just don't press too hard. Next is toner. I love my toning step. The Tiam Vita B5 toner has been one of my favorite toners this summer. It's lightweight, it's watery, it can be layered up in that 7-skin method really, really easily, but it seems to deliver my skin a lot of soothing as well. In the last couple of months, I have been completely taken in with the ingredient Mugwort. It has so many benefits for my sensitive skin, like soothing, anti-irritation, it helps with redness, and it actually helps with acne-prone skin as well, plus delivers a ton of antioxidants into your skincare routine. Lately, I have been using the I'm from Mugwort essence. I have become completely obsessed with Laneige Cream Skin Refiner. I like to use this as what I call a balancing step. This really bridges the gap between my toner and essence and really prepares my skin for some more moisturizing steps. This goes on like a toner but really fills my skin up with a lot of moisture. I have been reaching for the Iunik Noni Light Oil Serum a lot this summer, and I think because it absorbs so quickly and it's so light wearing on the skin. And absorbing quickly is really a hallmark of my morning products. I really need these to absorb in quickly so I can get this routine done fast. I really like this serum as well because it is the texture of a serum, but it has the nourishment of a facial oil without any greasiness or heaviness on the skin. So this really delivers a lot of nourishment, but it dries down quickly and it absorbs quickly. Recently, I've been loving the Iope Brightgen Eye Spot Serum. This is great for morning time because it's got a lot of licorice root extract in it. Really seems to perk up my tired eyes. I've been really focused on barrier care lately this summer, especially because the heat and the sun really seem to aggravate my dehydration. So I have been adding in my barrier care step in the morning as well. And you know, I love my Stratia Liquid Gold to get those ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids into my routine. And I am still in love with the Iope Derma Gentle Cica cream. This is just the best moisturizer for the summer. It really balances my skin. This is such a light texture. It dries down so quickly, meaning I can go in for my sunscreen immediately, but it is still protective enough for my dehydrated and often dry skin. And sunscreen, you gotta have that in the morning. I am absolutely 100% obsessed with the new Purito Centella Green Level Unscented Sunscreen. Guys, this is essential oil free. And in fact, my entire morning routine is essential oil, alcohol, and fragrance free. And I'm just loving this sunscreen. It's so hydrating. It doesn't dry my skin. And I really appreciate the neutral finish on this. It doesn't make my skin too matte nor too dewy. For my nighttime routine, I love to start with a really good cleanse. I'm often wearing layers of sunscreen or sunscreen and makeup, so I definitely like to do a double cleansing method. Recently, I have been using the Banila Clean It Zero. I've been really enjoying this cleansing balm, believe it or not, I am a cleansing oil girl, but I have been impressed by this balm. Now this is the Nourishing version of the Clean It Zero Cleansing Balm, and this is really all about preserving the moisture on your skin, not taking anything away, but effectively removing makeup, sunscreen, and dirt. So I use this to remove my makeup. I also use it to remove sunscreen, and it's a really easy process. Next up, my second cleanser. I still love the Krave Matcha Hemp Cleanser. This stuff is so gentle on my skin and yet so effective. If you ever feel like your low pH cleansers, even though they're low pH and gentle, are still kind of taking a little bit of your moisture away, try this one, because this is really just preserves moisture so well, non-stripping at all. Even though I feel the Banila Clean It Zero really does take off my eye makeup very effectively, I do still follow up with a little swipe of eye makeup remover. I just like to make sure that everything is gone, that I did a good cleansing job, but also it's a good idea to make sure that any little bit of residue that might be hanging around is removed. You know, if that residue can settle into fine lines around your eyes, it can actually make those fine lines look a lot worse over time. So I've been using the Holika Olive eye makeup remover. This is a bi-phase makeup remover. You just shake it up, and I really like it because it's not greasy. It doesn't leave a residue on my eyelashes. Tiam Vita B5 toner makes another appearance. No need to switch out the toner. This one really does the trick for my sensitive skin, and it has a lot of great layerable hydration, and this is really perfect if you need a lot of hydration or you have dehydrated skin. This one is for you. I'm still going strong with my love of Mugwort, and we're going to keep the I'm from Mugwort essence in this rotation. When I first tried this, I have to tell you, I was quite surprised by the thicker texture of this essence, and it took a little bit of getting used to it, but now I'm really enjoying how balancing it feels on my skin. It's almost like a nice little sealing layer for my previous toner step. Laneige Cream Skin Refiner also makes another appearance. This is really kind of like prepping my skin for some more nourishment with my next layers. Now, the Laneige Cream Skin Refiner feels so lightweight when it goes on, but it is quite nourishing on the skin, and I do find that layering it up more than once can start to get a little bit greasy. So this routine is really focused on barrier care and skin strengthening, and one of my targeted treatments for tonight is definitely the Stratia Fortify facial oil. This delivers a lot of high linoleic acid oil into my skin. It's very regenerative for your skin and very reparative for your moisture barrier. And as I mentioned earlier, with the summer heat, you know, my skin definitely veers on a little bit more of the weaker moisture barrier side. Just a little bit of extra sun exposure and just a little bit of extra air conditioning does seem to aggravate my skin. So I want to make sure that I'm keeping it strong. However, the Stratia Fortify oil is quite thick, and in the heat, my skin doesn't necessarily want to absorb that type of oil so quickly. So I've actually discovered that mixing this with the Iunik Beta Glucan Power Moisture Serum is just the perfect way to get my skin the nourishment that it needs. So I mix a couple drops of Stratia into the Iunik serum, and my skin loves it, because now this hydrating serum is kind of helping that oil to penetrate my skin quicker and absorb quicker. My skin just more easily accepts the facial oil when it's mixed with the serum. And just like my morning routine, I will be using the Iope Brightgen eye serum. Now this is called an eye serum, but the texture is almost like a cream gel hybrid. It's very hydrating around your eyes, but it still does pack quite a bit of nourishment that makes it appropriate even for dry skin types. I'm going to be getting my dose of ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids from Liquid Gold again in my nighttime routine. Now, I almost exclusively have a barrier step like this in my nighttime routine. I sometimes use it in the morning and I sometimes don't. Recently, I have been using it in the morning, but you know you will always find this type of step in my nighttime routines. For my final moisturizer, I'm going to go in slightly lighter, and I'm going to go for the same moisturizer, the Iope Derma Gentle Cica Cream. Now, sometimes I'll go in for CeraVe Moisturizing Cream if I really want to seal in my skincare layers and give my skin a lot of nourishment, but I am going to be doing a sleeping pack tonight, so I do want to kind of like cut down on the richness of my layers just a little bit to accommodate that sleeping pack. So going in for the Iope is the perfect choice for tonight. I have chronically dry lips. They are dry in the summer and they're dry in the winter. It doesn't matter the season, they need lip balm. And I've loved the Laneige lip sleeping mask because it's got such such a beautiful balmy texture that's not sticky, it's not messy, and it is really long lasting. So you can put this on right before you go to bed, and when you wake up, your lips are still protected. And finally, my favorite sleeping pack for summer has got to be the Cosrx Honey Overnight Mask. I have been reaching for this exclusively this summer, and it's got to be that texture. I'm in love with the texture of this. It is a gel-like texture, quite hydrating on the skin, and no matter if you apply it very thinly or if you put a really generous and thick layer on, it absorbs and dries down so quickly. This is so mess-free. No hair stuck to your face, no face stuck to your pillow, or no mess on your pillow either. This is a really easy texture to work with. And even though it is a light gel and it is quite hydrating, it still is protective enough for my dehydrated skin. You know, sometimes those gel textures just aren't enough to lock down your skincare layers when you really need to protect yourself from transepidermal water loss. But this really does have that occlusive property without suffocating your skin. It's really quite perfect. This also doesn't have any essential oils. It doesn't have any drying alcohols in it. It's quite a minimal ingredients list, and it also has 87% propolis. So that is it. That is my morning and nighttime routine. And as you notice, really, things don't change all that much between the products. There's just a few strategic differences here. In the morning time, I'm all about those thin, lightweight layers that absorb and dry quickly. Even though I put on a lot of skincare layers, my morning skincare routine goes by pretty fast because I've chosen those products that really absorb and dry quickly. I also really like to pack my morning routine with antioxidants. Antioxidants paired with a sunscreen can really give you like extra protection from UV damage. And I'm getting those antioxidants from that Iunik Noni Light Oil Serum as well as from the I'm From Mugwort Essence. So nighttime, it's all about taking the day off your face, right? Giving your skin a really good thorough cleansing and really setting yourself up with a clean slate for your next skincare layers. Nighttime is also the time where we just have more time, right? We can do a little bit more of an elaborate routine if we'd like. And this is really the time to add in your targeted treatments. Now, even though I didn't do any type of exfoliation or acids or anything like that, I really did target my moisture barrier with this nighttime routine because the heat and the sun have definitely been a little bit harder on my barrier, so I want to make sure I'm keeping my skin strong. That Stratia Fortify oil really does the trick for my skin, and I was able to incorporate it with a little mixture with that Iunik serum. Masking is usually a part of my nighttime routines as well. I like to use a sleeping pack maybe 2 to 3 times a week just to make sure that I'm keeping my skin protected from transepidermal water loss. That air conditioning can really dry your skin out quickly, and it kind of helps deliver some extra goodies to my skin as well. So I'm really curious to know, how do your morning and nighttime routines change? Are they drastically different or are they pretty similar? I'm curious to know what works well for you, so let me know in the comment box below. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I release 2 new skincare videos every single week, and do not forget to turn on those notifications so you're never out of the loop when that new video drops. I absolutely can't wait to see you guys in the next video. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.